How goes it?
Please tell me you found something.
Remember when I made mention of an alpha gate?
I could use a refresher. Honestly, I do remember, so I almost wish that was an option here as well. Sure, I could use a refresher.
At first, I thought it was the gate from which all others draw their power, but that's the sigil stone's function. The alpha gate bears no particular difference to the other gates except one. The Warden is its commander. Once that gate is open, it will remain open, unless the Warden dies, or makes the conscious choice to close it.
Do you know where it's located?
Well, turns out we located it when we exited Dagon's realm.
Oh.
It's the one within the Warden's lair.
Mm-hmm. Well, what does this mean for us?
Until the gate is open, nothing. But when it comes time for us to enter the plains of oblivion once more, the Alpha Gate is our most promising entry point.
All right.
All right, then.
Well, we'll go speak with the Warden, but, we'll play it close to the vest. He doesn't need to know that we know about the Alpha Gate. I'm curious to see what he has to say to Iriel and I. But now we know that there's almost no one we can trust. I don't really trust Vermina, don't really trust the Warden. I trust my crew, and that's really the extent of it right now. One thing to note is that we're meeting the Warden in the same catacombs, the same tomb that we came to for Catri's quest. So it's almost odd that he wasn't here before, given that he had already left his original cave. Oh. You really cleaned the place up for us, didn't you?
Please take a seat. The master will be in shortly.
Well, you just spilled every single one of those drinks. I hope you know that. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Only now does it say that I failed the personal quest for Bryn, even though I never had her recruited at all. That's kind of funny, actually.
Something to ease the tension, sire?
Ooh, sire. I'm okay. Gotta keep my head straight. Nothing for me. Thanks.
Of course.
Sire, wow. Zavok never calls me
No,
sire. I was gonna ask, is he only offering to... No, he's offering to everyone.
Get out of my face, Daedric filth.
Ooh, alright. Hello, are you... Well, is the Warden sending...
Good of you to join us, Dovahkiin.
A spirit?
There is much to discuss.
An apparition? To speak with us rather than in person?
I suspect you have many questions. I have nothing to hide. Ask away.
I mean, it seems like you have something to hide, given that you did not meet me in person.
I take this form for my safety. The end of my service has not yet come. I will not risk interfering with the course of destiny.
What do you want with Iriel?
All in good time, Dovahkiin. Surely there are other questions.
Well, I mean, yes, but that was one of them. Why do you have Dremora as servants?
Is that how it looks? How deceptive the untaught eye can be. There is only one servant in this room, and he sits before you.
I mean, Zavok said that he served you. He was very clear about that. Why choose to meet me here?
These crypts have a historical significance few on the Isle commemorate. During the Oblivion Crisis, a lone mortal struck a deal with Lord Dagon in these very halls. An agreement that would change this peninsula forever. The people here would be spared total annihilation under one condition: that he kill 3/4 of the islanders himself. The mortal complied, and with the aid of the Daedra, committed the atrocious act of genocide. The first reaping. Amused by this, Dagon altered the deal, scheduling this crisis to recur every generation. As for the mortal, he would be afforded the responsibility of managing the event, funneling down the chaos, ensuring that the lines of men in myrrh would endure to repopulate.
It was you.
He would bear the burden of choosing which gates to open.
It was you.
Dagon would have his blood, and this man, this Warden,
Yep.
would choose the people he'd pry it from.
Mm-hmm. You've been the Warden for generations?
I inherited this role from my predecessor,
Oh, okay.
as he did from his. I am the 4th Warden to have watched over this island, but the final hour of my servitude has nearly elapsed. For the hand of destiny has already guided my successor here.
And who is this successor of yours?
I have faith in your ability to solve that riddle yourself.
Katri kinda told me. Sorry. We had a deal. I've seen to my end of it.
I offered to show you the way home, and I will, for you will soon live in eternal service to Lord Dagon.
And what makes you think I'll take your place?
You can fight it, or you can accept it.
Fight. Definitely fight.
It's all for naught. The hand of destiny cares not for the disposition of mortals. The sooner you affirm that fate is a force beyond your control, the easier it will be to live with your choices. I was like you once. Stubborn, strong-willed, and an outspoken skeptic of prophecy. I thought I could save the people of the island for good, outsmart both Dagon and Destiny by using my powers against them. It cannot be done. And when Dagon learns of such treachery, he'll take everything from you.
You weren't the Dragonborn, though. Also, here's the thing. If this is the point of no return, then would I still have been able to do the romance with Katri? Because she told me about the Warden thing already. But it sounds like we're not allowed to do anything else after this. Is that what happened to you?
I tried to use my position to save the ones I loved, send them away from this accursed place. When Dagon learned of this, he
Wait.
slaughtered them before me. I held my son in my arms as he issued his last breath, forced to watch as Dremora cut down his mother. Even my youngest, who I'd thought to have safely escaped, was not to be spared. They didn't kill her. That penalty would not have been sufficient. They held her for extortion, leverage to ensure I never rebel again.
Uriel?
When I say you cannot beat them, I mean it. I wasn't born a slave of the Daedra. I was molded into one. And you will be too, if you discard my advice.
It's only hopeless if you give up on hope.
So you believe. Tell me, Dovahking, why do you think you arrived on this island?
I mean, I was told that, it was to find our parents and then we got lost, but I don't really believe that anymore. I haven't believed that for a long time. It's a little too convenient. We were looking for our parents. The ship fell off course.
Is that so? What if I told you the ship never veered off course? That this had been the destination all along.
I mean, duh. I mean, I kind of figured as much, if I'm being completely honest. What are you leading to?
The origin of your journey. Ariel. She is not your kin. She's a pawn of the Daedra, a tool used to lure my successor here. And it worked.
Liar! I'll cut your insidious tongue from its crevice!
Poor Ariel.
You did not act consciously, of course. They took your memory, as they've done with countless others.
Poor
You expect me to fall
Ariel.
for that? I have memories. Clear memories. I know who I am.
You know only what they programmed you to. They crafted a consciousness out of the memory of another. The thoughts, motives, and desires you used to define yourself. They are not yours. You weren't aboard the CS Teviot when it capsized. You have no living siblings, and you are no Dovahking.
Well, she can shout.
I'm sorry, little one. You didn't deserve this. It was for my defiance that you were forced to take up such a role.
I don't believe you. That would mean...
No father should be unrecognized in the eyes of their child.
Yep.
I ask not of forgiveness.
Yep.
I am unworthy of it. What I will ask is this, Dovahking. Do not repeat my mistakes. Do not oppose Lord Dagon.
Okay. Ever since...
You cannot win a battle against fate, and those closest to you will suffer for your arrogance.
Ever since we found out about the little girl who managed to escape from the island years ago, my theory was that it was Ariel. I forget if I mentioned it in the videos, but that was my theory. And I was right. I don't have a sister. It explains why Ariel had such a hard time learning the shouts. I feel so bad for her because she was so excited. She's like, I found my family, I have a brother, we're gonna find our parents, and now all of that's been taken away from her. Now she has nothing. Why should I listen to you?
I am not your enemy, Dovahking. I never have been. My only hope is to prepare you for the inevitable, so that you might become a better warden than I was. But your conditioning is not yet complete. I have one final test.
My conditioning?
If you are not comfortable choosing who will live and who will die, you cannot hope to retain your sanity as Warden. When deciding which gates to open and which to keep shut, you must do so with prudence. I've been grooming you for my position since you stepped foot in my mountain. First, I asked you to help my villages, forcing you to take a side in their conflicts, to choose who will live and who will die on a minuscule scale. Then I sent you to defend one of the threatened villages. One would crumble, and the other would endure. Ultimately, I suspect these were easy decisions to make.
They were not.
You had no relation to these people. Their deaths were frivolous.
They were not easy choices.
But what happens when the Daedra demand the soul of one of your own? You must not hesitate to comply.
What are you getting at?
At this time, gates will open in two places. One by a village of 12 people, the other by a boat, where just a handful of your companions reside.
Oh.
People will die, but the choice is yours. The greater good, or your allies. Allow me this word of counsel. Abide by the lesser evil.
What do you
Wait,
seek?
Dova, before we go, there's something I must see for myself.
Oh, poor Ariel. Okay. Save a village or your companions. Save the village, save your companions.
Something you wish to say?
Farewell.
Take care.
Yeah, Ariel, let's talk.
Wait, Dova, before we go, There's something I must see for myself.
I'm sorry, Iriel. Are you alright?
There's something I have to know.
Is she gonna look into the tombs? Is she gonna look at the bodies? Or does she want to see the face of her father who long abandoned her? Well, he didn't necessarily abandon her, but...
He was right. Everything I've ever known, it's all a lie.
Iriel, what did the embers have to do with it?
Remember the urn of dust I told you about when our journey began? The one sent by my father. That was it.
You believe him?
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Why should it matter?
I've been living someone else's life this entire time. How could that possibly not matter?
Now's no time to dwell on it. We have a gate to stop.
I guess you're right. Let's get out of here.
Well, here's the good thing. Catri's here. Catri will survive because I brought her with me. Oh, God. Village or companions? Take the lesser of two evils, but ultimately, the choice is mine. The people who I just spent hours and hours trying to protect, trying to save, learning about them, learning about their past, helping them solve their conflicts, solve their issues. Can I leave them to die? No, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I gotta save my friends. Or at least I have to try. I've seen them in a fight. They need my help. If I leave them to their own devices, I don't think many of them are gonna survive, frankly. Out of curiosity, what village is it under attack? Sotherside, which I didn't really like the Sotherside people as much anyway, because they were the ones sacrificing people and telling me to burn the defenses of the other town. So, honestly, that kind of factors into the decision slightly. Yeah, we are off to save my followers. Honestly, if it was Eliona, I would be a little bit more conflicted because they did nothing wrong. They were building defenses and trying to save themselves. If it was Wes, well, no, Wes didn't do anything wrong. It was that Norstead was suspicious of them. Wes and Eliona are the towns that I'm more in favor of. Norstead and Sotherside, not as much. I am just gonna make a save, just to have it, but I want to save my friends. I would much rather save my friends. Also, you know, the ship that can get us out of here. Just saying. I do like that we have Zavok here. I do like that this means we have Zavok here to help defend. Because who's gonna know how to fight the Daedra better than Zavok himself? Oh my lord, that is quite a few of them. Oh boy. Is that everyone, or are we gonna fight more? Oh god, okay. Everyone got a little knocked down, but you get up again. Zavok, nothing's ever gonna keep you down.
I really hope you're not.
Oh, there's still, wait, there's one person, there's two people still alive. Hold on.
Just a little.
I'm here to help. I'm gonna finish them off and then we'll chat. Then we'll talk. And boom. Wait. Oh, is there one more somewhere over there? Come on, we gotta be thorough. We gotta finish them off. Come on, guys, you can do this.
There's no going back.
Come on, guys, you can finish him off. You can do this. Fine, I'll do it.
I'm just keeping score.
Apparently I am, because, you guys just sat and stared at him. Now, who do I want to talk to out of everyone here? Also, I only see a few of them. I only see Roland, Zavok, and Tia. Where's
Yes,
Hayden?
my liege.
Where's Jade? I'm gonna talk to Roland.
Speak your piece.
Is everyone okay?
They took them! Dragged them off during the chaos, before we had a chance to react!
That's why I didn't see the others. Gather the others. The Warden will pay for this.
With pleasure. Everyone, form up!
Inspire your companions. Well, now I'm absolutely glad that I came here. Oh, man. Hayden and Jade, I mean, it could be worse, but still. I'm not gonna bother with the speech. Let's kill this motherfetcher. The Warden has deceived us for long enough. Today we take our revenge. Hayden and Jade are in danger. Onwards to save our allies. Let's plead the hour when the Warden's reign crumbles before him. The Warden has deceived us for long enough. Today, we take our revenge. Nothing, huh?
Indeed. Let's put an end to all of
I was
this.
hoping for a little hurrah or
There's
something.
no time to waste. I won't rest until our crew members are safe.
I'm glad Zavok's, on my side. I'm glad that he's helping us. Zavok.
It is an honor to see you again, my lord.
Why, thank you. Also, what is this pointing to? I think it's still pointing to save your companion. Yeah, it is. It should be fine, though. But that's why we make hard saves, just in case, just because sometimes things might break. But I think the Warden is back in his cave. I think he's back at the Alpha Gate. Sure looks like it, at least. Oh, I don't know if any of them joined me. I hope they port to me, but no one is in the cave with me right now. I guess we'll see. Oh, well, there's Tassius. Okay, I think they all were scripted just go ahead of me. I'm willing to bet that they'll all port to me, because it'll be scripted that way. I realize that maybe it's foolish to try and fight Destiny to try and prevent it from happening, but what can I say? I will not give up without a fight. I will not be the Warden of this coast. Well, there he is. Oh, well, there's Hayden. Oh, man, he's gonna make me decide between Hayden and Jade. Yeah, he is. Oh, man. You're a real piece of shit, you know that?
Did I not warn you to abide by the lesser evil? People are going to die.
I call this the lesser evil.
It is a certainty that cannot be evaded. Only by understanding and accepting this will the role become manageable.
I would argue that it is the lesser evil to save the people who you have spent hours getting to know, befriending, gaining their trust. I would argue that trying to help them is, from a matter of perspective, the lesser evil. What have you done with my companions?
I told you what would happen if you oppose the will of the Daedra. This is a mere taste of what Dagon will inflict. Fear not, their fate will be determined shortly. But for now, a more pressing matter must be addressed. My time as Warden is nearly over. Yours is soon to begin. The exchange of power will be marked by the initiation of the reaping. By now I assume you are familiar with its implications. But what if I told you it could be prevented? Delayed an additional 30 years.
One quick thing. Because he's saying, oh, I told you not to mess with the will of Dagon. He's the one who told me to choose to save between my companions or the village. I didn't oppose anything. I did exactly what he told me to do. Why would I believe you?
I take no pleasure in guiding mortals to their doom. It is an act of necessity. But no one need perish this reaping, not while you have the power to obstruct it. Ask yourself, haven't these people suffered enough?
How can I prevent it?
Pledge yourself willingly to Dagon. Show that you will not oppose his reign, that you will accept your duties as Warden without strife.
Will you release my friends if I accept?
They were to be the final piece of your conditioning, but I am not beyond reason. Pledge your soul. Abandon your defiance. Spare my people the horrors of this reaping, and I will set your companions free.
And if I refuse?
Dagon will have his way. By now I hope you recognize this inevitability. I will hand off my title, whether you want it or not. The difference is in how much suffering will be inflicted along the way.
If it will save my friends, I accept. If it will prevent the reaping, I accept. I will accept the role, but I won't postpone the reaping. Hail Dagon! Oh. I think I know what the evil/bad ending might be. I am not pledging my soul to Dagon.
How the mighty are blinded by their own arrogance.
Pretty much.
In time, you will appreciate all that I tried to prepare you for. But for now, the last test of your conditioning will be conducted. Your friends await you.
What do you want with them?
You failed my last test. I have set before you a path of redemption. The riddle is simple. Choose one over the other. Try anything to save them both, and the results will be unpleasant. Is that understood?
And what if I kill you instead?
Striking down this form will accomplish nothing.
It's true, that's just an apparition. That is just an apparition. I'm just curious. So I have to choose who to save? Hi, Jade. Leave companion, free companion.
Did you say something?
Well, you know, I'm still just curious. I made a save because I honestly just want to see what happens if I attack him. If he just kills both of them instantly. I can't attack him! Wow! Alright, he wasn't kidding when I said it accomplishes nothing. Literally accomplishes nothing. Oh. I like both of them at this point. After having done both their quests, I like both of them. Also, these were the two that had the lowest reputation with me. That's probably not a coincidence. I'm pretty sure that's why they're here. Hi, Jade. I want to give you the life of you can go and become a dressmaker after this. We are going to get you your own dress shop.
Did you say something?
Oh, there he goes.
Tormented one! By the realms, I liked that one!
Oh, you never said you liked him. How was I supposed to know? You don't make these things clear. Wait, where is Zavok?
As cruel as that may have seemed, I hope you understand its necessity.
I really don't.
When Dagon asks for blood, he shall receive it. Personal attachments cannot interfere. He will not be as merciful as this.
If I ever find you, I'll stick that mercy through your heart.
With this, your conditioning is complete. Our paths will only cross once more, when it is time for your succession. Destiny's trail has been firmly established. The reaping will come for you. You can no longer escape it. But to your companions, I make this offer. Seek me out. Pledge yourself to the Master. Your leader could not.
Guys?
You need not suffer for the Dovahking's lack of judgment.
Guys? You wouldn't abandon me, right, guys? Jade, I just saved you. You better not.
So that's it then. Is there no way to escape the reaping? Or the island, for that matter?
This is no place to discuss our plans.
Of course. We'll meet you back at the ship.
I know there's no way to retrieve the body. Still, I feel a memorial service is necessary.
That would be right.
I know there's no way to retrieve the body. Still, I feel a memorial service is necessary. The way they died should not defile the way they lived.
I think it's best we take time to honor the fallen.
Your sentiment is appreciated. I'll conduct it beside the ship when we return.
Did you say something?
All I'm saying is, Jade, you better not leave me. Roland, you better not leave me. Tassius, you better not leave me. Honestly, of this crew, the only people I could see deciding to leave are... maybe Tia and maybe Zavok. But Zavok's made it very clear that he...
What do you want?
...is very much a fan
Let's
of
hurry
me.
along and bleed something.
Tia, I just feel like she really did not sign up for any of this, so if she has a
got your
way
back.
to get out of this, then maybe. Although she did just say she has my back, so I hope you didn't hear me saying, oh, I bet she'll betray me. I really hope she didn't hear me say that then.